Hey everybody, it's Marie and I'm the Everyday Mother. I'm bringing you yet another daily Mother Myth Buster. So let's get to it. So we as mothers often feel like we have to do it all alone. And while sometimes that may be the case, usually it's just a role we're placing ourselves into, allowing ourselves to feel like a victim. So I'm going to teach you a little principle today called the difference between have to and get to. Now, I don't know about you, but your mom probably taught you this when you were little. And if you're anything like me, it didn't stick until now that I'm a mother. The truth of the matter is, there are very few things in this life that we have to do. We have to breathe, right? There are a few things that we have to do. But oftentimes, we've been changing the vocabulary in our minds into thinking that we have to do so many other things. And when we think the words have to, it places ourselves in a vulnerable state to where we are more likely to feel like victims. And when we feel like victims, we start to feel resentment. And when you feel resentment, sometimes as mothers, you don't even know what you're feeling resentment for. Sometimes the resentment comes out towards our children, or towards our spouses, or towards their fathers, which may or may not be spouses, or towards motherhood in general. Sometimes we don't even know where this resentment is coming from. It's just this feeling inside us. When we change our vocabulary, instead of thinking have to thinking get to, it frees us, it liberates us into feeling like all of these things are blessings, not things that are forced upon us, things that we are allowed to have, things that are gifts to us in our lives. So for me, what I did is I just reframed the way I think things every day. So when I wake up in the mornings, I don't think, oh man, I have to get up and change diapers. I think, I get to get up and change diapers. I am alive. I have 4 beautiful children. I have 2 that are still young enough that I get to change their diapers. Now, when they get a little bit older and they're potty trained, I'm going to be totally okay with that too. But for now, this is a blessing in my life to have these beautiful children and to be allowed to wake up each morning and to get to experience them and all of the things that come with them. Whether it be diapers, whether it be dishes, whether it be laundry, all of these things that are daily chores now become blessings in my life. Blessings that I get to experience every single day with these precious, precious little children. Now, none of us want to dislike motherhood, ever. That's not what we're after. None of us ever want to think, you know what, I just feel like not liking motherhood today. The problem is we get stuck in these patterns, and these patterns are taught to us either by our mothers or by our friends or by society, whoever it is that is teaching us these patterns. We get stuck in them, not even knowing that we're stuck in them, not even knowing that they are a part of our lives. They just become patterns, and patterns in our thoughts, and patterns in our actions, and sometimes those patterns are working for us, and sometimes they're not. So what we get to understand is that now that we have this choice in our brains between thinking have to and get to, we get to choose the get to, and we get to experience life in a better, more liberating way. And the best thing about it is when we choose this, our children will get to choose that too. And instilling this different vocabulary in our minds and in our hearts and in our souls will allow our children to do the same thing. So the other day, my 6-year-old asked me why he has to make his own sandwich. And I explained to him very calmly, I'm like, you don't have to. You get to. You get to use your arms and your legs. You get to experience a way to serve yourself. These are all blessings that you get. And it was amazing to see him light up and to see that kind of click in his brain, like, oh, this is something I get to do. So I'd love to hear from you what you think about this. So head over to mothermythsgetvshave.com, our Facebook fan page, click like, then write a little comment telling us how you feel about this subject. So I can't wait to see you there. I'm Marie, the Everyday Mother.